Welcome to Straight Talk with your host, Patti Foster.
I want to say is, next month is my birthday. I'll be 88. I'm born 8/8/28. A very happy day. I must have been born in 3/8. There's some religion believes it's very lucky. I feel like that too. I feel that everybody's asking me on and off, how come you survived? I have an answer. The answer is, somebody up there had placed me at the right place at the right time. And there is no secret why I survived. And I feel that now I'm going toward the end. I know I'm going toward the end. I had a rewarding life, a bumpy one, very rewarding, from a large family of 7 children. I come from a city in Romania called a little town, Domokos. It's a very small town. The language in there was spoken Hungarian, but all the surrounding people around there were speaking Romanian. So I don't know from where, how, but when I was at age 15, I spoke 3 languages perfect. Hungarian, Romanian, and Yiddish, as Jewish. And I felt very needed. I came from a family of 7 children, and my mother had 5 boys and 2 girls. And I was the fifth in the family. And you know one thing, in the 5th in the family, that no matter what goes wrong, the 5th one did it. And a lot of things were blamed on me. Some of the things were correct, but some of the things were not. But I remember one day, very vivid, I must have been around 6 years old. I went into the den, and my parents had a big clock, and I stepped on it and broke it. And I got scared because a clock, we are talking now, 70 years ago, a clock was very expensive to own. And I thought to myself, now what in the world are you going to do? You stepped on the clock. But in the meantime, I turned around and I saw my mother and father in the garden. And I went up to my father and I said, who broke the clock in the den? And he says, is the clock broken? I said, oh yeah, it's broken. He says, I don't know. So I swiveled my shoulders and I walked off. And then silently I heard what my mother said to my father, I wonder if she didn't do it. I sold it to my father, but I didn't sell it to my mother. And there was a lot of things that went on in my life. I look back sometime and I think, what would you do different? There's nothing I could have done different. It was my chapter of life. I lived a very nice, comfortable life with beautiful 2 children. I lost 3. 2 boys and a girl died for me. I lost them. I miss them. I wish I would have them. But that's chapter of life. That's all for right now, Ju.
Would you tell us, you reminded me of this. I've had people recently, Rosa, ask me, how did Rosa end up in Dallas, Texas, all the way from Romania?
How did I end up in Dallas, Texas? I didn't have any family in the United States. When I went in for my reporting to come to United States, they asked me if I have any family, and I said, no. Wherever you're going to send me, I will go. And my destiny became Dallas, Texas. The contract, they gave me a contract from Dallas, Texas, because I was a seamstress. And to that time, in 1950, when I came to United States, Dallas was a center for fashion center. And so I ended up in Dallas, Texas. And here I am still in Dallas, Texas.
Tell us about what it's like when you see people on the streets and they want to take pictures with you.
Now when I go on the street, I get kissed, hugged, kisses from people. They don't know how to react to me because I'm a survivor. I don't know how to react to them myself. I pull away, I push back. I'm not angry, but sometimes it becomes uncomfortable. You may feel like you're not dressed correctly. And so one thing I have to make sure I'm always dressed right when I'm out on the street now, because people will come over, they hug you, they kiss you, they don't know what to do for you. But there's very little you can do or say. All you say, somebody wanted me to stay here with you all. And as long as I have time, I will stay here with you all. And try to make the best of every day I can make it. I work out by 2.5 hours every day. I'm still very energetic for my age. I still don't lean on anybody. I try to behave and do everything for my own self. And for that, I'm grateful to him up there. He's still giving me the power to do whatever I have to do. I still drive my own car, and I'm still normal as normal can be, not at my age, but being a person living in the United States. I try to live hope for tomorrow and be happy because we live in a very great country. You don't have to be a millionaire to reach the best thing that you can have. I'm very grateful that I had the chance to live here.
Thanks for listening to Straight Talk with your host, Patti Foster. Patti is a motivational speaker, writer, musician, and has an amazing testimony of God's faithfulness. For more information, log on to www.pattifoster.com.